Hey guys, welcome to my channel Hammond's Hobbies. My name's Glenn, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my recent PSA submission return because we got a couple of hundred slabs back. So let's get right into it. Okay, so as you guys can see, we've got quite a lot of PSA slabs here, so I'm not going to be able to go through every single one with you guys, but I'm going to show you some of the highlights and maybe some of the thought process of why I graded certain ones of these cards. So I'm going to share that with you as we go through each pile of this at a time. So let's start off with some Turbo Attack submissions that we've had come back. You guys know I always love to show a bit of love to the Turbo Attack set. We have got the new Colour Run set here. So these are the Colour Run cards that you may have seen me do a video about. I submitted about 3 of each card, and I've kept a set back of PSA 10s, but these are all my spares and duplicates. So we have got Max Verstappen in a 10, Lewis in an 8, Charles Leclerc in a 9, another Max 10. Max did really well in these. Fernando Alonso in a 10, Lando in a 9, and a Fernando Alonso in a 9. All of these are numbered out of 100, so they are numbered hits. So really nice little collection there. I've got a Lewis Hamilton Legend Gladiator Green Parallel, came back as a 9, and I've also got a bunch of the signature styles. I'm trying to complete a whole set of these in PSA 10, so I submitted the driver that I needed sort of 2 or 3 times. These are my spares and duplicates, but the ones that I'm struggling with are Ferrari. I don't know why. I can't seem to get a Charles or a Carlos Sainz in a 10. I submitted a couple of them each driver, and the best I got back were an 8 and a 9. Now PSA are being stricter with their grading, which makes my life all that much harder being a collector. So I need to get hold of PSA 10s. If you have PSA 10 signature styles of Carlos or Leclerc, please get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Right, the next set that I was trying to complete a set of in PSA 10 is F1 Lights Out from 2021. And I've had the same issue, but with this Alpine powertrain card. The best I got was a PSA 9 or a 10, 9 and 8, but I need a PSA 10. I've got the entire set now, PSA 10, apart from this one card. This is the one card that's causing me pain in my life. But here are a bunch of spares and duplicates of the drivers that I needed to finish off that 10 set. So I've got a few of those. I won't bore you with all of them. Then we've got some more Turbo Attack love. We've got some rookies for 2025. We've got Oliver Bearman, we've got Ayrton Senna, Oscar Piastri Superstar, we've got a couple of green signature styles. These ones are numbered out of 499, I think they are. We've got Oscar Piastri, that's going to be a popular one in a rainbow foil. We've got Lewis Hamilton signature style and Lewis Hamilton on the 100 club in the blue foil. So that's a nice little collection. Then we've got a selection here of refractors from Chrome 2020. Now, I'm actually going to try and complete a entire Chrome 2020 set, all in PSA 10. I'm about 60 cards into it, and these are the spares that I got that are not PSA 10. So I need to replace these ones. I need Alex Albon in a 10. I need Albon's car in a 10. So Albon really doing me dirty. The Track Attack cards. No, what are these called? Yeah, Track Attack. Yeah, Track Tags. Sorry, Track Tags. I need those in PSA 10. I need Carlos Sainz in a 10 when he was at McLaren, and Vettel in a 10. I got a 7. So if you have any of these cards in a 10, please get in touch with me. I'd love to work a deal out with you. I've got this Fernando Alonso just because I really like gold waves. I don't particularly like Fernando Alonso in particular. And then here we have, and I'm sure some of you guys are going to love these, Lewis Hamilton graded cards. Most of these are 10s if I remember rightly. So we've got Lewis image variation from Sapphire 2022 in a PSA 10. We've got a pink Ray Wave from 22 in a 10. Solid pink him wave in there in a PSA 9. Got a pink Ray Wave. I love these Ray Waves. I think they really pop in the stands in a 10. We got a green Sapphire Lewis in a 10. This one is a Lewis Hamilton purple sapphire out of 10 in a PSA 10. Come on, get in. So this is probably one of my favorite Lewis Hamilton cards now. It's a really low numbered sapphire and it got the 10 as well, so come on, get in. We got Lewis Hamilton in an orange out of 25, again in a PSA 10. We got a solid Lewis Hamilton pink in a 9, a solid green in a 10, green ray wave, again I really like these ray waves, I just think they pop. Lewis in a solid green, a ray wave pink in a 10, got solid gold, I really like the gold color parallels in a 10, a solid pink in a 10. Then we've got some paddock passes. Paddock passes are tough to get 10s in, I have to say. So if you ever see anyone with a paddock pass with a 10, that's impressive. So they're my Lewis Hamilton collections. Now I will say that I don't particularly want to sell any of them Lewis's, but they are available to buy at hammondshobbies.com. Now, what you'll notice is if there's cards on there that you may think, oh, Glenn's overpriced that based on comps or whatever, that means I don't want to sell it. So I've decided to put stuff on the website that I don't necessarily want to sell, but I always thought, well, if someone's willing to pay over the odds for it, and if I know I can accumulate it again at some point, then why not? So that's the mindset that I'm going into this with, but a lot of those I would rather not sell. We then have here as a random selection, I got some Sophia cards. We've got some refractors of her and black and white ray wave. Now this submission, I got these submitted before the Donald Trump tariffs thing all came into play. So at the moment, PSA are not accepting UK submissions direct, so I can't submit cards to PSA right now, but I got really lucky in the sense that I did submit about 300 to 400 cards in different sort of groups, literally about 4 or 5 days before this whole tariff thing came into effect. So PSA were honouring packages that had already been sent out, and mine got sent out a couple of days before that happened, so I just got really lucky. So all of these, I didn't have to worry about the extra 10% or 20% tariffs that America are charging and stuff like that, so just got really lucky then. We got George Russell in a green paddock pass, Oscar Piastri in the trading day, my man David Coulthard. We've got a couple of Lando Norrises. These are the Aqua Sonars from the new Chrome 2024, and I said when I first saw these, I think these are the best looking parallels that Topps have done for a little while, and I think they've gone under the radar a bit because in the PSA slabs, these really look awesome. I don't think my camera does it justice, but they look really cool in person. So I really like these. If you ever get a chance to buy a Aqua Sonar in a PSA slab, I would definitely recommend it, especially if it's one of your favourite drivers, because they do look really smart. Then we got some Max Verstappens. We got some Fuchsia Lava to start us off with. We've got a black out of 10 logo fractor in a PSA 9. That is a big card, a nice low numbered Max Verstappen there. We've got Max Verstappen paddock pass, came back a 9 obviously, and that's at a 50 as well. This is Inner Blur, came back a 9. This is the red style cards, which are quite common, but again I wanted to see what they look like in the slab, and I think they look really smart, again in a 9. Night Scoped insert in an 8, and then we got an Inner Blur insert which is numbered out of 25. But that one came back an 8. Wah, wah. So there's my Max Verstappen collection. And then next up we have, I won't be able to go through all of these, but huge selection of logo fractors. There's probably about 40 slabs here of logo fractors. Now you guys, if you've been watching my content, you'll know that I went pretty hard with logo fractors and I opened up quite a few cases to myself. And I've been obviously picking stuff up along the way. Now PSA actually lost this order. So it didn't appear on the feed for about a month or two. And then by the time they found it in January, they then started submitting it from then, like in terms of it got put in the queue. So we're in now, I didn't get these back until April. So it literally took 4 months for them to grade it. But I actually submitted these end of November. That's when the logo fractor set came out. So let me show you some of the highlights that I got from these guys. These are the two big ones. These are the rose gold Lewis Hamilton and Ayrton Senna. That one looks beautiful like that on the side. Ooh. But what's even more special about them is that they both got the PSA 10. Come on, get in. So it's quite rare to hit a one of one, obviously. It's even rarer to hit legends like Lewis Hamilton and Senna. And then it's even rarer that those one of ones come back PSA 10s. So I'm well happy with these. These are probably, again, they're on my website. I don't want to sell them and I've probably overcomped them. But how often do you get to pick up one of the legends in a PSA 10 one of one? So they're available at hammondshobbies.com, but like I say, I'd rather not sell them. Then we've got the some base logo fractors, and then I've got a bunch of red. So I'm just going to flick through these because these are all red out of 5. I'll show you these. So these are all sort of like a few £100 each hit. So we've got Maria Boyer for F3, Alex Albon in the Williams car out of 5. Carlos Sainz, this is a beauty. This is the red Camber from Carlos Sainz in a PSA 9. We got Sergio Perez in a PSA 10. We got Lance Stroll on the 1954 insert, which looks pretty cool. Then we've got Enzo Fittipaldi in a portrait PSA 10. Lewis Hamilton in a 9. That's to go along with that one of one. So I was thinking about rainbow in this card because I think I've got it in the orange. So now I need the green and the black. I think the black's the main one that I need to get hold of. We then also have a Kevin Magnussen on the recharge. We've got, these are stunning. So these are the helmet collections, the most popular images in the set. Now they've released these in chrome, sapphire and logo fractor, and in my opinion I think the logo fractors look the best. I'm not just saying that because I've got them here. I've also got these in chrome and in sapphire, but I just think they look better here. If I turn this on its side, look at that. That is probably one of the best looking inserts from the best set in my opinion. Now you can hit these in sapphire with a signature, which obviously is beautiful. But yeah, these reds in the slabs look absolutely stunning. This is a Yuki Tsunoda in a PSA 9. Obviously I submitted this before he went up to Red Bull, so that he's had a nice bump up recently. We've got Daniel Ricciardo in the black out of 10. See, the blacks don't sort of shimmer as well. They only seem to have this section here that actually lights up. But this is Daniel Ricciardo helmet collection, black out of 10, 10 of 10 in a 9. Then we've got Lando Norris. This is black out of 10 in a PSA 10 and it's number 1 of 10. That is a stunning card. I had 2 of these and I sold one previously for £2,000. So I've put this on my website for $19.95. Again, I'd rather not sell that one, but it's on there if anyone wants it. Max Verstappen in a PSA 10 in the orange. So I've put this one up for I think $1,100. But yeah, this is a stunning looking card as well. And then I've got Kevin Magnussen in the red helmet collection, but this one's a PSA 10. Get in. So beautiful looking helmet collections there. Some of the biggest hits that I've got in this PSA submission. The other logo fractors I've got are a selection of different color parallels. We've got some golds, we've got Perez, we've got Max in the orange. We've got Oliver Bearman, Franco Colapinto in a PSA 10. He's just come back into F1. Franco Colapinto's car in a PSA 10. Nigel Mansell with that moustache. Max Verstappen on the recharge. Michael Schumacher in a 10. Ayrton Senna in a 10. Oscar Piastri in a 10. They just keep coming. George Russell, orange out of 10. Lando Norris in a 10. Max Verstappen's main portrait image for the year in a logo fractor 10. And the insert Max Verstappen orange in a 10. And David Coulthard in a 10. And then this stack here are all logo fractor, but in black out of 10. So we've got Montoya, We've got Alex Albon. We've got Daniel Ricciardo. We've got Kasper Suzuka. We've got Fernando Alonso on the black out of 10. We've got Joshua Defek. We've got Ramos. Kevin Magnussen on the Speed Demons. We've got Korea in the car image. Taylor Barnard on the car image. George Russell. So I've got 2 of the George Russells. I just need to get the red and the 101 for that one. We've got Logan Sargent. Kevin Magnussen's main portrait. We've got Oliver Behrman on the Speed Demons. We've got Nico Hülkenberg in a PSA 10. Pierre Gasly's portrait in a 9. And Arvid Lindblad in a 10 PSA 10. I've got high hopes for this Arvid Lindblad. So that is the logo fractors that I've got back from PSA over the last few days. Now, I did actually have some more. I actually had Kimi Antonelli in red out of 5 and black out of 10. I put them on the website. I put them up for a higher price than probably what they've comped for in the past, but they sold instantly. So obviously someone saw the value in them. So they're gone. They're the ones that have gone straight away. We've sold a few of the slabs on the website, but that's the ones that that I've got available on the website to buy. There are some other ones that I've got, but I've put them in my PC, and I'll be doing a separate video about what I've got in my PC slab collection. So make sure you click subscribe, smash the like button up. You can follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all with the name Hammond's Hobbies, or you can join the Facebook group called Racing Sports Cards. There's over 6,000 members. Come on, get in the Facebook group community. And you can also join my WhatsApp community group, which the link to it is in the description down below. So feel free to join that. It's completely free, and there's loads of buy sell trades and just general chat about F1 in that community. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you liked looking at my PSA submission. I don't know when I'm going to get the next one, because PSA are not accepting submissions from people in the UK. So I've been going over to the Fanatic store in London and actually making submissions there in person, but I have to wait for them to submit it and then them to receive it back, give me a call so I can go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a video reviewing their whole process from start to finish. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Make sure you click the subscribe button, and we're going to be going there tomorrow. So I may do a live stream while I'm there. So make sure you keep an eye out for that over on my, obviously, YouTube channel Hammond's Hobbies, but also my Instagram Hammond's Hobbies as well. That's it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.